Hello everyone. First of all, thank you very much for clicking on this video. Now, I had some doubts to make this video or not, but still decided to make it. I didn't want it to, but I think you guys deserve to know what has been going on because I got pretty mad. One person messaged me some bad things. If you remember when I made the fundraiser about the camera, one person told me that it was a scam, and I got really mad about that. So here I will tell you guys everything chronologically what has been going on. And so in December, when we made the fundraiser, because I had a broken camera, I didn't have anything to film on, and I really missed making videos. I made a fundraiser on GoFundMe. Now I was registered there some time ago, like 3 or 4 years ago or so. And when I registered, it turns out that I checked that I was living in the US. So fast forward to now in December, I wanted to register again. They told me that the email was already registered, so I did the forgot password thing and log on and started the fundraiser. I knew that I could not withdraw the money living in Georgia because it is not available yet. But I saw that it was available in UK, and my relatives in the UK, in the United Kingdom, and I thought he would withdraw it for me. We reached about, as I remember, $350 or so. Also, a few people donated on the PayPal directly. I told my relative to withdraw it, how to withdraw it, but he was not able to. So I contacted GoFundMe. I asked them what was the case. And they asked me if I was living in the US. I said I was not living in the US, and straight away they cancelled it. So I was like, why did you cancel it? I messaged them, and they told me that it was because when I said that I was living in the US when I was registered. So I did all of the money got refunded to everyone, the whole amount without any fees or anything. What they donated, everything was refunded till the last cent. Then I asked again to donate directly by PayPal, and not as much people donated. Thank you very much to people who donated, and it was about $200 was in sum from everybody who donated. I also promised a giveaway about the knife. Here is the knife, hand-forged knife by me. It is already made, and now I'll make a handle for it, and more about that later. Where was I? Yeah, there was about $200 at that time. Joe Robinet did a promotion for my ferro rod. It was not a promotion, he just mentioned it, and I received quite a few orders, and I got busy about making those orders. So I was thinking to get some more money and buy the camera by myself with the help of the $200 also, which were donated. I needed about $450 or so. So later, it was New Year's, you know, everyone celebrates New Year's, you get drunk, etc, etc. Plus on 2nd January it's my mother's birthday, so I get drunk that day as well, and then 3rd January it's my birthday, of course I get drunk, and on 4th I continued to making the orders, and everything was going good, everything was going great. I had quite a few orders. It was quite a big wait list of like 15 people or so. So everything was going great. And on 7th January we Christian Orthodox celebrate Christmas on 7th January. So we had a small meal at house with my family, and I went to bed. And in the morning, man, that was one of the worst mornings I have ever had. I received a call from my father and telling me that my uncle had passed away. And it was like a sudden thunderstorm, you know. He was not ill, he didn't have any health problems or so, and you are in shock. I mean, I could not believe it for a few days, even after I saw the body of my uncle. I could not believe it. It was such a shock, and it was very hard. Like all of this happiness and all these good times were gone, and I didn't do what to. I didn't know what to do. None of my family members knew what to do. He was not actually my uncle. He was husband of my aunt, but everyone we called him uncle, and he was really like an uncle to me. So. Turns out his heart broke because he was smoking. Heart failed. He was smoking a lot of cigarettes and drinking a lot of coffee and not moving at all. Straight away work home. He just didn't care about his health at all. He was just straight caring and doing everything for his family and for us. Now it was a very bad thing, and also it was worse because for like past 10 years or so, since my father stopped working, they had my aunt and her husband, my uncle, who passed away, they had a hotel. It was not a big hotel, it was more like a guest house of like 10 rooms in the mountains. And so my father was there, and he was taking care of this place, and for that my uncle was paying my father every month some money, kind of a salary, so that my father and I, we could eat. Then a few years later, my father and my mother got divorced, and when they got divorced, my uncle, of course, still continued to give me money now, and that was the money which we and my mother were living on, which we were buying food, and which we were, it was everything. Plus a few orders I received like once a month or twice a month or so. After that, it got pretty hard. The only salary I had was from my orders. Thank God I received a few more orders, and the wait list got like 20 people. And I then started working on all of that. Also, I had some exams in the university, and I really had to don't fail at the exam. So I was really trying hard, and everything like threw on my head at once, And now I was not receiving any more that much orders, just a few, maybe one order every 2 weeks or so, and I was catching up with all of the wait list, and when it got smaller and smaller. And when I thought that everything was good, everything was going great, then the second thunder went. One day my mother went on in the hospital to get checked, and turns out she has metastasis on her lungs and on her spine. So that was like second shock. I'm still in shock because of that information, and it was like insane. It's like the worst cancer you can get. It's like a stage 4 or something like that. So, and plus all of that, this is not the first time my mother had cancer. This is the third time. First she had cancer in 2007, I think. She had breast cancer, so she had to have surgery and got it removed. Then she did some chemotherapies and some hormones and stuff like that, and she finished all of the medicine in like 2011 or 2013, something like that. And after that, she didn't have any problems. And in 2015, very randomly, she got checked again, and turns out she has cancer again. And this time she had metastasis on her bones. So she had some chemotherapy again, and some I don't know what is called in English, some laser therapy or ray therapy, or I don't know, it's some kind of laser that kills all of this metastasis on the bones. So she had that, and again more chemotherapy, and she finished, and she won the battle again in 2017, I think she finished. So then she had some problems on her. She got her tooth removed, and it was not allowed to remove that. The doctor was stupid, didn't know that, and it didn't heal, and all the process started here. So she had to have another surgery here to get some of this rotten bone removed. And that was half a year ago in summer, and now when we thought everything was good, again she had this freaking cancer again, and this time it is more serious than all the times it was previously. So now we went to a new doctor, and we have started hormone therapy and ray therapy on the bones and between the lungs. So we are hoping, crossing our fingers, that with the help of God, I strongly believe that everything will be good, and she will be able to defeat this cancer one more time. So that's it. That's all I wanted to say. So now that you guys know that I didn't forget about anything, now you know what kind of bad stuff has been happening in my life. It was very hard, and it is still very hard, but everything is start to get better as long as my mother gets better. The good thing is that the cancer, the metastases which she has on her lungs are kind of middle, so they are not in a way of breathing. So that's why they started hormone therapy and not chemotherapy. So that with the hope that these hormones will help, and she will drink or get these hormones for all her life, and this cancer will not come back. So I will finish the knife. I'm thinking to make a stacked leather handle. It will be an amazing project, and of course, as promised, all of the people who are entered in the giveaway, who donated and who ordered in that time period, I will try to look for all of the names. Of course, I have it in my history, and I will put it down in the description. Sorry about that. It turns out I have been talking for 5 minutes for nothing, because this camera only films 12 and a half minutes at once. So I had to, when I finished talking and when I finished recording, I went to the camera and saw that it was not recording anymore. So I was talking about the giveaway entries, the people who are entered in the giveaway. So all the people who placed orders and who donated are entered. I will put all of you guys' names down in the description or down in the comments, and if you donated or placed an order in that time period, and I for some reason forgot about it and couldn't find your name, please notify me, and I will enter you without a doubt. You tell me when you donated, and I will search again, and if you donated, of course I will find you, and I will put you in the giveaway. So thank you everyone for that. It helped a lot. Of course, the camera fund is gone because I had to pay some of my mother's bills in the hospital. But I'm borrowing a camera from my relative, and I should not have problems borrowing it more than a few times. I stopped my university because I was not able to pay. So until September I stopped it, and I think I hope that if I will be able to make some money. Until then I will continue my university in September. So what did I say more in the previous video? So thank you everyone for watching, thank you everyone for your support, thank you everyone for the people who asked in messages, who messaged me and who asked me where have I been, what has been going on, and thank you very much for watching this video. I didn't want to post this video in in public, because it's, as you saw, it's a very personal video and not everyone wants to hear that. But I think that the people who care deserve to know what has been going on, because the one person who messaged me that this was a scam, I got mad like on so much that I couldn't even express myself, because the only thing, I'm like the most opposite of that. I am the guy who gets always scammed, because I trust everyone, because I am a trustworthy guy. That's why you do this, you act to other people the same way you are, so if you are a trustworthy person, you trust other people as well. If you're a kind person, you think other people are kind as well. So my name is the most expensive and most valuable thing I own in my life. Everyone who knows me knows what kind of person I am, and knows that everything about me, I have never done anything bad to anyone, and especially scammed anyone. So that's why I'm making this video, so that you guys could know everything. So thank you very much for watching. Oh, and I also, when I was not able to go in the woods, hey Rocco, when I was not able to go to the woods, I sat down and I did some painting. When I was young, I did some painting, but I stopped for like 5 years, and here I missed the woods so much that I wanted to draw. This is a scene in Belarus with birch trees, and here's the second painting. This is a road. This is the route from which I get to some filming areas. So this is a real place, minus the sun. Of course, I added the sun to add this kind of light effect. What do you guys think? Do you like it? I think they came out not bad. I hope to do some more drawing in future. So thank you very much for watching, and see you guys in my next adventure.